Hello, third grade. Today for science, we're going to be talking about human organs and their function. So we finished our animals and their group behavior. So now we're going to talk about the organs in our body and how do they work. So first we're going to talk about our brain, which is right up here. Here's a picture. So it's right in our head. And what does our brain do? Our brain stores our memories for us, and it tells our other organs what to do, and it lets us think. So our brain is in control. So think about it. When you have to act in a hurry, maybe a glass is just about to fall off the table, your brain controls everything that you need to do to save that glass from falling. First, your eyes check out what's going on, then tells your brain how quickly you need to react, and then your muscles spring into action. So your brain controls that. The brain weighs just 3 pounds and is a wrinkly pink organ that feels like a soft mushroom. But this magical machine controls everything you do, from thinking, learning, feeling emotions, even breathing, and your heart rate. So our brain is pretty powerful and it's important. And it helps us when we're doing our schoolwork and we're learning. So our next organ that we're going to talk about is our stomach, which is right here. So our stomach is used to break down our food. And to break down our food, we have acid. And it holds our partially digested food as well. So now, the stomach is a hollow, bean-shaped organ that is part of our digestive system. Our stomach is our first line of defense for your immune system. And the acid that breaks down to your food is a hydrochloric acid. And the good thing about it being part of our immune system is it helps kill off any bacteria and viruses that may enter your body with the foods you eat. And also a fun fact about your stomach is when you get nervous sometimes, when you blush and your cheeks get really red, when you blush and your cheeks get red, the lining of your stomach also turns red. So think about that. The next time you're blushing and you're getting nervous and your face gets red, think about your stomach lining turns red too. And the next thing is our lungs, which we use to breathe. Our lungs are in charge of taking oxygen from the air and bringing it into our body. And when we breathe out, we're releasing the carbon dioxide from our body. So the main function of our lungs are to transport oxygen from the air you breathe into your bloodstream and take away any carbon dioxide, which is released when we breathe out. So now I want you to think, do you think you can live without one lung? And the answer is yes. You can live with one lung. It will limit your physical ability, but it doesn't stop you from living a relatively normal life. Many people in the world live with just one lung. So our lungs are used to help us breathe, taking oxygen in and getting out carbon dioxide. And our next one is our heart. So I know that this is what we see when we think of heart for Valentine's Day. When you draw hearts, this is what you draw. But this is what our heart actually looks like in our body. And the main function of our heart is to keep blood that's full of oxygen circulating throughout your body. So our heart pumps the blood throughout our body. And the average heart is the size of a fist in an adult. So if this is my fist, this would be the size of my heart. So if there's an adult in your house, go ask them to make a fist and see the size of what a normal heart is. That's usually what the size of a heart is. And your heart pumps about 2,000 gallons of blood every day. And the animal with the largest heart is a whale. They have the largest heart of any mammal. And also, laughing is good for your heart. When you laugh, you reduce your stress. It gives a boost to your immune system, So I'm going to tell you a joke and hopefully you laugh, and then it will be healthy for your heart and reduce some stress. So let's see if you know the answer to this. What is a snake's favorite subject? It is history. Get it? Because the hiss. Okay. Hopefully you laughed. If not, that's okay. Now we're going to our skeletons, which is our bones. Now, the main purpose of our skeleton or our bones and our skeleton, is it protects the body from other organs. So here, this is our rib cage. It's protecting us, our lungs, right? Because our lungs are going to be right under our rib cage. And our bones are kind of hard and they're difficult to break, so it's protecting our organs. And our skeleton, our bones, move with our muscles to move the body. And it also gives us our shape. So if one of our bones breaks, they can regrow and repair themselves all on their own. And usually, I don't know if anyone's broken any bones, I haven't, but they will give you a cast or a splint to make sure the bones repair straight. So the area of our body with the most bones is our hand and our fingers and our wrist. Just in your hands and your fingers and your wrist, 54 bones. That's a lot of bones. And then we have our last one that we are learning today is our muscles. So our muscles are used in our body. It's going to be like the red right here. These are all our muscles. They pull on bones to move the body. So they make the power to move the body. So our skeleton and our muscles kind of work together to move. Our muscles push our bones to move. So muscles are necessary for little movements. When you smile, you're using muscles. And for big movements such as running or throwing, you're also using your muscles. Your body contains more than 600 muscles, which is crazy. So let's go over our wonderful human bodily organ functions. We have our brain. Remember, this stores our memories, tells other organs what to do, and lets us think. So this is very powerful. And then we have our stomach, which after we eat and our food goes to our stomach, our body gives off acid. Our stomach gives off acid, breaks down our food, and that's also where our partially digested food is held, in our stomach. Then we have our lungs. Take a deep breath, which we use to breathe. It takes in oxygen from the air and it releases out carbon dioxide when we breathe out. And then we have our heart, which if you put your 2 fingers, sometimes if you do quick 10 jumping jacks and then put 2 fingers right here, you can feel your heart beating. So you can feel your heart pumping blood. So maybe try that, or you can put it behind right here. After you work, if you touch it, you can feel your heart beating. So I want you to try that out. See if you can feel it. And our heart pumps our blood throughout our body. Our skeleton is what protects our body and our other organs in our body. So it's protecting our heart and our lungs. It protects it so that if something happens, if a ball hit me in my rib cage right here, it would hit my ribs before it hit my lungs. So it's protecting it. And it works with our muscles to move our body and gives our bodies the shape we have. And then lastly but not least, our muscles. These pull on our bones to move the body. It also gives us power to move the body. All right, that is our human functions, organs today. Have a great rest of your day, and we're going to go on iExcel today and see if we can match the description to what body organ it is. All right, bye, third grade.